Hi everyone! Today I'm going to be talking about the Honors 300 Peer Mentoring course that is offered by the Honors College at Marshall University. So here's an overview of everything I'm going to be talking about in my presentation today. First, I'm going to introduce myself and let you know a little bit more about me. Then I'm going to talk about the CPE training and the benefits of CPE. Next, I'm going to be talking about the Honors 300 class as a whole. Then I'm going to dive deeper into the project that is within the course. Then I'm going to talk about the project's impact on me personally, the Honors College, and Marshall University as a whole. This slide is all about me. Obviously, on your left, that is a picture of me. I am a junior accounting major from Williamstown, West Virginia. I also have an engineering sciences minor. I know that this combination of major and minor might seem a little random, but this is because whenever I first came to Marshall University, I was a civil engineering major, but I decided that that path wasn't for me. But with the combination of these two programs, I am planning on being a financial analyst for engineering firms post-grad. During my time at Marshall University, I have also gotten involved. I am a member of the sorority Delta Zeta, where I serve on the executive board as the vice president of finance. I'm also involved in other organizations outside of Greek life, where I serve as a Uni 100 peer mentor. A few fun facts about me: I also love cats. I have 3 orange tabby cats at home. I love iced coffee, and I love going to country concerts. So now I'm going to be talking about the CPE training that you get within the course of Honors 300. So, what is CPE? CPE stands for Certified Peer Educator. What is the role of a CPE? A CPE provides continued support and education to their peers. How do you get trained? You get trained through a 12-hour course through NASPA, which is made up of 8 modules. And this course is within the Honors 300 course, and it is broken up into 8 modules. So, the 8 modules consist of the following. Number 1, understanding the power, roles, and characteristics of peer educators. Number 2, understanding change as a peer educator. Number 3, being an effective listener as a peer educator. Number 4, a peer educator's role as a responder. Number 5, bystander intervention as a peer education technique. Number 6, interpersonal applications of identity as a peer educator. Number 7, programming strategies for peer educators. Number 8, group development and moving forward. So, this training was designed and implemented to create more effective leaders and role models in the Honors College, overall giving us a better reputation and having our students work better with others and be a reliable source for other students to come to. As with any training, there are a lot of benefits that come with getting CPE certified. The first thing that I can think of is many useful life and career skills, some of which include leadership, empathy, and teamwork. All of these things I have had to take into my leadership roles in Greek life, as a Uni 100 peer mentor, and now as the TA for Honors 200. I have been leading classes, leading organizations, leading by example, being a good role model for others, but also having the empathy for others when they come to me with their problems. It is also really important to learn teamwork early on before you start your career so you can take it with you into the career field. Also, being a CPE allows advocacy for you and other students. CPE students have the opportunity to speak up for themselves and their peers. So this ties in with the empathy. If a fellow student would come to me with a problem that they were having, as a CPE, I have the opportunity to speak up for that fellow student and myself. If we're having a problem or if there's an issue with the Honors College, for example, we can speak up and speak our mind because we've had this training and we know the steps to take. There's also a leadership strengthening that comes with the CPE training. It allows students to define their own ideas of leadership. It allows me to create roles that I didn't know were possible for myself. It allows me to step into leadership roles that I never would have stepped into because now I have the confidence to do it, and I know that I have a college that will back me up every step of the way. Now I'm going to talk about all of the things that we completed during the class of Honors 300. First, we completed our CPE training. This was to ensure that everyone in the class had the leadership skills, empathy skills, and the teamworking skills before we dove deep into our group projects. Next, we began our group project by reading through the Honors College Strategic Plan to brainstorm ideas of what we would like to see change in the Honors College. Next, we got into project planning. We had multiple group brainstorming sessions to begin planning on how we would execute our project as flawlessly as possible. We took time to hear from other students in the Honors College program to hear what they liked or didn't like, or what they would like to see change in the future in their coming years as Marshall students. We also took time to meet with some Marshall faculty to discuss our plan and see how Marshall University would be affected with what we wanted to put into place. Next was our presentation. We then presented our project to our class as well as Honors College faculty. Then we had our revision. So depending on what feedback that we got during our presentation, we implemented what we saw fit. Through implementation, our plan hasn't been implemented yet, but we spoke with our group, Marshall staff, and Honors College faculty on how we might move forward if we wanted to put this plan into motion, and we have the full support of the Honors College and Marshall University if we ever wanted to make a change in the Honors College. Now it is time to talk about our project. We want to implement an award system for Honors College students who complete a certain number of community service hours each semester. There is a gap between community service initiatives on campus and food insecurity on campus. This comes from students who work to be able to afford their bills or their next meal. These students don't have the free time to be able to go to community service events that are put on by the university. We want to put this plan into place to incentivize students to want to come to community service events, and the way that we could reward them with it is if they complete a certain amount of community service hours, they can be rewarded with a certain amount of meal swipes each semester. The other part of this is a lot of Honors College students feel a lack of recognition while they're in the Honors College during their degree. Many Honors College students feel like the only thing they have to prove that they were in the Honors College is a medal that you wear at graduation. We want to fight this by offering an award ceremony for students who complete a certain amount of community service hours each semester with either an extra cord they can wear for graduation or plaques that they can keep and display. This idea for our project came from Strategic Plan Goal 2, Strategy 2 to 3, which talks about coordinating with local employers for mutual benefit. The way that we could coordinate with local employers could be working with Sodexo for the meal swipes, or working with local places that produce medals, plaques, cords, things like that. Implementing this would close the food insecurity gap for students at Marshall University, and it would also give more recognition to Honors College students, which, at the end of the day, it feels good to be recognized for what you're giving into the university. And I know a lot of times, Honors College students, they're really involved on campus, and they can get really burnt out from having a bunch of extra courses on top of their regular majors or minors. So, to have a little bit more recognition for our Honors College students, it really would mean a lot. Now I'm going to talk about the project's impact on me personally, the Honors College, and Marshall University as a whole. So first, my personal impact. It has really strengthened my leadership skills. Being able to work on this project has given me the confidence to be a leader not only in my courses and in group work, but also to step up and be a leader in the organizations that I'm involved with on campus. I have since stepped into an executive board role in my sorority since doing this project. I have also stepped up to be a Uni 100 mentor for the third year in a row. It has also strengthened my teamwork skills. Being in this project, I was in the project with one person that I was friends with, and then one person that I didn't know at all. And being able to have two sides of the coin, I was able to get to know more about our other teammate and learn how they were able to factor into our teamwork and be able to involve them and get them as an active role in our team. I also learned about coordination, being able to plan things and coordinate every single step on how to make a plan a reality. And I had to work on my communication skills. Being able to do group work is not an easy task. Being able to communicate for a class is not an easy task. There were many email communications, in-person communications, and these were all things that I had to work on within this group project. Now I'm going to talk about the Honors College impact. So, because of our project, it could incentivize giving back within the Honors College. It could incentivize for Honors College students to give back and go to more community service events. It also gives Honors College students the opportunity to get involved where there might not be other opportunities within the Honors College to get involved and kind of find your own community. At Marshall University as a whole, our project could make the Honors College more appealing for non-members. I know sometimes my friends that aren't in the Honors College, they'll often say, well, what's the benefit? What do you get out of that other than a medal at graduation? And to kind of have that community aspect and be able to give back to the community, that could really make the Honors College appealing for people that aren't in it, and it could kind of attract people to want to be a part of the Honors College. And it could also boost community relations. So where I was talking about partnering with organizations in our community, for example, Sodexo, local businesses for providing the cords and medals and things, it could boost our Marshall University's relations with those businesses or community organizations, so they'll know that we're reliable and that we are a good university to partner with. And that is all I have for today. So thank you so much for listening. And if you have any feedback for my plan or any suggestions for the implementation of our plan, I would love to hear that. So thank you so much for listening and have a great day.